peaceful, and most particularly the Baramatu area, the regions of Warri, their areas, everywhere is peaceful. What they are trying to do, what I said earlier, is to create an artificial tension so that the university will not take off. Only 2 days ago, the student of Baramatu origin did a 3 days national convention, and that convention was attended by even the deputy governor of Delta State with top government functionaries in attendance. There is no tension at all. The so-called Deghele declaration only exists on the pages of newspaper. Our people are not even aware of it.
They said they're about to publish it.
Even if they publish it, it will not have any effect on ground.
But he also did say off the cuff that, well, they just had Kayama declaration. Nobody made any noise about it. So he thinks, why should they make any noise about this daily declaration?
Yes, correct. They just made Kayama declaration. And yesterday when I was going through some of their declarations, they are actually lifted from the Kayama declaration. We are happy with that. We are glad. Yes, we are glad that, for instance, they talked about resources in their land belonging to them. Very good. We are glad that after several years, the other ethnic nationalities in Niger Delta are now realizing what the young people have been fighting for over the years. We are glad about that. But however, the problem we have with their declaration is when they now attempt to claim lands that do not belong to them. It's when they now use provocative languages like the Jones are tenants. We are going to take steps to evict them. And now Chief Benakam, on behalf of the Baramatu people, made a preemptive statement to let government know that, look, the implication of what these people are saying is to attack the young people. We do not want to be attacked. We do not want to attack anybody. What we want is a peaceful environment that will attract investors to our place.
Talk to us about the ILOs.
The international oil companies.
Yes.
For this,
IYCs, I'm sorry.
They have always been operating. The environment is conducive for them to operate. But our only problem with them is that we're not getting commensurate benefit from their operations in our environment. And that is what we expect the Chekri peoples to be agitating for. And not to be saying the John, and the John. There's no difference between the Chekris and the Johns. What we suffer is what they suffer as well. And our thinking, as far back as 1998, when we made the Kayama declaration, is that we suffer the same pains. Therefore, we extend hands of friendship to other ethnic nationalities of the Niger Delta region. We want everybody to work together so that we tackle our common enemy. Our common enemy is the federal laws that says that the oil that is in the Niger Delta belongs to the federal government and not to the Niger Delta communities. That's our common enemy, and not other ethnic nationalities in the Niger Delta.
Well, there's so many documents which I see which talk about this kind of matter, but you know, what really is going to be the difference in this name, which seems to be a lot of bone of contention, because they are insisting, well, it's only if the name changes to the legal name that, yeah, then everything else can go ahead. But you have also said, no, everybody has recognized that that name that is called now is the name.
You see, even that their claim is a contradiction. You know why? They said they want adherence to the rule of law. Now, if you want compliance with the rule of law, and if you feel that a particular land was not properly acquired, there are legal procedures for seeking redress, and not through threat. So the mere fact that in one breath they are saying there should be adherence to the rule of law, in another breath they want to take laws into their hands, simply shows their intention. Their intention is not to seek justice, but their intention is to stop the Maritime University from taking off.
But isn't this university going to benefit the entire region?
That is the irony of it. That is the irony of it. For us, you see, let me tell you, the effort that the Chekri people have put in to stop this university from taking off, if they had put in the same effort to ask for a university of their own, they would have gotten one. That is a university to be started in Shekrina. They would have gotten one. Because like I said, they have gone around the whole of this country in a bid to stop this university. But let me also make this point, that is not the attitude of all the Chekri people. There are some Chekri people like Professor Tosa of the University of Bayero in Kano. He has been at the forefront for the establishment of this university. There have been other Chekri people. It's just a few people who do not want to leave their old habit. And the old habit is that anything that is coming to the joint area must be stopped.
But
and that is unacceptable.
Will peace prevail, for instance, if that university is called, is situated and in a more regional basis, say University of XXX in Warri, instead of localizing it further?
No, the peace is prevailing. The impression that there is tension because of the name of Korenkoko, because of the location, is a wrong one. There is absolute peace in that environment. It's a few people that are just coming to national television, newspapers to be making noise. There is absolute peace. There's no problem. Everybody's living their normal life. The multinationals are operating. Government functionaries are doing their jobs in those areas. Like I said earlier, you have a primary school there, you have a secondary school there. That place is very close to the Escravos loading terminal. So there is no threat to peace at all. So and in any case, that place, by geographical location, is the most appropriate for a maritime university. That has been confirmed by several studies.
So even if they would say, well, change the name or move the place, that is not going to happen.
No. There's no basis to do that. If you do that, you are buying into what they want. I have given you instances.
No, not changing the name to the name they want.
To move it to another place.
No, not moving it. If
Maritime University
a different name,
for instance.
If you say you cannot have a university in Okereku, you can call it Maritime University Owerri.
No, it's just a typology. If you just change the name to a different name completely, and it still stays.
No, that would be unacceptable. There's no basis for it. It's not done anywhere. Everywhere in Nigeria or in the world where you have a university, that is where you name the university after. You cannot, because of one frivolous demand by a few people, a very minute set of people, say you are changing the name of the school, or you will not recognize the community where the university is cited. No, that's unacceptable.
That doesn't mean you don't recognize the community, because you have communities, you have schools, maybe that are domiciled in other town and still name the name of another town where it originates from.
Except it's a campus. If not, I'm not aware of any such precedent, and it shouldn't be. We are vehemently against that. There's no basis for it. It should be Maritime University of Okereku and nothing more.
For those who are vehemently talking about this, that no, they must vacate, this must happen, you've also said, look, some of these things are unacceptable. Is that going to provide us with a necessary common ground upon which they can come together and talk and say, look, what this region needs now, above all else, is peace?
Yeah, that's why PANDEF was formed. I was the spokesperson of the Joint Youth Council when PANDEF was formed, and I spoke on behalf of the youths of the Niger Delta to support the idea of PANDEF. The reason why we have PANDEF is to bring all the ethnic nationalities of the Niger Delta together to speak with common voice. And all the ethnic nationalities of the Niger Delta, when they met with President Buhari on the 30th of November 2016, the Maritime University was one of the demands that was made. So what that simply means is that the region as a whole has agreed that the Maritime University should come to stay. So as per